Hey guys, Buff here. Today I want to have some fun and actually challenge myself. I'm sure you're looking at a lot of random stuff on your screen right now. What I want to do today is I want to rank every single one of my main characters from fighting games I've played. I gave myself some rules. I wasn't going to go past 3 more per franchise or series. And then I also was just going to ignore any games I didn't put too much time into. Like Killer Instinct or any like small obscure games what is it? The browser-based fighting game, Tough Love Arena, and just some fun little ones in between. So here's the challenge for me: is actually trying to rank them in terms of how much I enjoy playing my mains. Because obviously, when you pick a main, you love them. That's why you're maining them. So to make these choices compete against each other is going to be a big ask for myself. So I will start with what I think is an S tier for sure, and that's always been Pichu from Smash Bros. I know that's a hot topic with like if Smash is a fighting game. Even since Melee days, I've always had a ton of fun, and then he got buffed in Ultimate, and it was just godsend for me. Everything, he's fast, strong, a little bit shit-talking in the sense that he just does damage to himself. I love everything about Pichu. He's the gold standard for me right now. My lowest favorite main, I would probably say, I think it's just a detriment of the actual arena fighter, is probably Kid Kakashi. I threw in some arena fighters just because I love playing as Kid Kakashi and Minato, but there's only so much combos you can do. It's just I like their characters so much from the anime that they kind of bought their slot in here. You know what I mean? So we have to squeeze the rest of these guys somewhere in between here, right? Sora made it into Smash, and I still say the Smash Flash 2 version of him was better, but I gotta give B. I always have fun playing Sora. He's a little floaty. He's not as fast as I'd like him to be. But he's in, dude. He was in Smash. He's fun as hell. Reptile. And I have Reptile here for MK9 specifically. I loved personally doing the slow acid ball into fast acid ball into X-ray. It was the simplest but most satisfying combo I pulled off in Mortal Kombat. And I'd probably give him a B as well. Someone I think has always been fun, but not quite S tier, and we're going straight to Tekken on this one, boys, is Noctis, Lucis Kylum. I love having all those weapons, just smashing buttons. I can go full gorilla. You're going to see a very distinct choice in my mains here, huh? Which I actually had to look back while I was finding these photos. I was like, damn, I'm a monkey. I like Noctis. He's got movement. Again, it's a 3D fighter, but it's not an arena fighter in that terms of like anime. Noctis is fun, dude. Big ass hammers, quick daggers. My boy's got everything. Now, on the same aspect, Kuma is just a big shit talking bear. Hit you with a fish, bro. Yeah, I think he was the first character I played when Tekken 7 came out. And I played him way back when I was a kid, so he just holds a special place in my history with Tekken. He deserves to be. He's not too, like, outrageous. I kind of just do the same stuff. I do bear hug, I do the flip. I'm not that good at the circus ball or anything like that, so he can just chill right there. I'm sure he would go up a few if I was better with him, but that's where he lays. King, I'm not the biggest grappler type, but if there's a fun grappler that I can, you know, get some pokes in and stuff, he is there. And actually, I have a ton of fun with King. What was it? The Shining Wizard. Nothing like running up and just throwing the meanest knee at someone's jaw, right? His like crazy grappling combo. He just rolls you all over the place, breaks your arm, cracks your neck. You know, gives you the best massage alive. He's fun. There's no denying it. And he was busted in what? Tekken 2 or something like that. He deserves his slot. Let's see. Who else we got? Keelik. Keelik from the Soul Calibur series. he can go anywhere between A and C, honestly, because they neutered this man. They absolutely neutered him in Soul Calibur 5, I believe. He got just pushed to the side and designated as a random select character where you could still pick Keelik, but he wouldn't have his staff. He'd have whatever weapon it was. It just randomly generated. But in 6, I had a lot of fun with him, especially like with his weird install demonic stuff. And then even back in like 2, it was just fun. The range is, I like range sometimes. Sometimes I don't always want to be a rushdown player. But I don't want to be a zoner too. I just want to be a shitbag. But comparatively to the rest of these guys, you gotta give them C. Along with, I'd say another C tier for me. Ooh, this is kind of rough. Would be Honako Hanaka. I'm gonna butcher her name from Dead or Alive 6. I mean, Dead or Alive 6 feels pretty like constrained in terms of mobility, combos, and all that. It's still a fun game, but she has the power, dude. Right? Isn't she also like some secret agent? Like, I don't even know. She has some crazy lore. I don't want to look into it. I'm afraid of what the internet will show me if I look up anything else Dead or Alive. Even finding that picture was like borderline creeping into some weird territory. So we're just gonna, that's it. That's all I'm saying. She's a strong woman. We'll go with, is this RJ from Battle for the Grid, Power Rangers? He's fun, dude. Throwing discs, punching them forward, comboing, throwing the knees. Which actually, now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have picked Captain Falcon as well for another Smash rep, but too late. RJ has everything I want in a character, just not as fun as Pichu. Pichu, if you're looking at this curve and you're going, why is Pichu there, man? It's the shit talking factor, right? It's just it's the meme. Like if Dan had all the crappy, like, oh no, I'm a meme kind of thing, but could still pull out the meanest of wins kind of easily later on. If they buffed Dan in like Street Fighter 6, that's what I'm talking about. That's why Pichu's right there. Yang is really fun. Yang and RJ in my head are borderline the same character in terms of how I want to play them and their kits. Shooting the fireball out, dunking on these fools. So I think but Yang also has the negative benefit of being in Blaze Blue cross tag battle, where it's kind of more of a easy to learn, friendlier version. I think it's like auto dash on. The more I talk about cross tag battle, I'm sorry, Yang, you gotta go to C. You're a victim of the game you're in, not the character design. Biken though, Biken and Strive though, B. Little hyped her up. I just love Biken though. I'm her parry's fun as shit. Tatagami guys, the mats, the fucking everything. I'm not the greatest Strive player. I'm sure if I could pull off crazier combos with her, it'd be great. But she's probably the closest I'll ever get to playing footsies in some sort of regard in Strive. And I know that's a weird sentence. On the opposite of my Strive scale, the absolute monkey in my brain, the symbols going off. In the simplest, shittiest of ways, May makes it into S tier, dude. There's nothing like just smacking the heavy button and throwing an anchor in the air constantly. That just takes out like 10 to 15% of your life per hit. That just, I know, bothers the enemy, right? It's just, May, you deserve it. The dolphin, I don't even use dolphins like everyone else. I literally just, the heavy button is the only button I have on my hitbox at that point. She deserves it. John Talbane from Darkstalkers, I would give C. Still trying to get used to the whole series of Darkstalkers, but nunchucks, and then pretty much I know John Talbane was out first, and he has the whole reason you can do the dashes in multiple ways. The wolf, I don't know the name of it, forgive me. That Beowulf has in Skullgirls. It's just more of, I played Beowulf first, you know what I mean? John Talbane's still a fun character. He deserves C in every aspect. Beowulf is a grappler, rush down, shit talking man. His like his heavy in the air, he just full on planks with his chair. He can hype up the crowd. He uses an arm of a dude, of a monster he beat the shit out of you with. I can't think of a single negative with Beowulf, honestly. There's just so much to love. He's got everything I want as well. Which actually, I can't do it in my heart. He's on an S tier, but he is so close. I would give him probably second to A tier. Now let's go into Ken. This is where I'm gonna have a little bit of discourse in what's going on. Ken is fun for me personally. I know he's the other Shoto, and he's kind of the guy I gravitate to whenever I try Street Fighter. Again, if you watch this channel, I don't play Street Fighter a ton. I'm looking forward to 6, the press Ken. I'm hoping for great things, but even like Street Fighter versus Tekken, even VCs or any Street Fighter versus X-Men, I'll always try Ken, just because. And he's always solid. He's always a solid choice for me. And I gotta give him B tier. I'll give Ken B tier. I like it. Now Nagato from the Blaze Blue series, he is not what I was expecting when I picked him up. I saw his character art. I was like, maybe he plays like this, maybe he doesn't. The rush down / range that this man can provide, and the sick mechanic he has of like dash canceling into enhanced versions of moves, it's so good, dude. I love him. If he was in other games, it would make it so worth it for me. I wish he was in more. So he deserves A. Zetterburn from Rivals of Aether, I'll give D actually. He's kind of just like the generic character in the game, all-arounder. First character I played in Rivals. He's fun. Nothing too crazy to say. He has a fireball. Rivals also is just like something I play very, very occasionally. I'll do more like Steam Workshop stuff, and I didn't want to count any of that because there's like weird ones like Ronald McDonald who has like infinite. It's borderline Mugen. You know what I mean? But who else is in Rivals of Aether is Shovel Knight, and he has every fighting game Shovel Knight is in, even if we just played Blade Strangers. He was kind of fun in that. Shovel Knight always has that just fun essence about him that I just want to keep trying him out and everything. Oh no, we don't want this update. Get out of here, Windows. That fun essence about him. And I just can't help but try him out and enjoy it every time I play as him. Talim, butchering that name, I know. From Soul Calibur 2 specifically, and 6 is my reference points. I loved running in and doing a Superman punch and trying to get ring outs in 2. But even like just being able to spin around the opponent in 6 was fun. But where do I want to put her? Nah, I don't think there's been a single time I was upset to play Talim. We'll give her B. Just a great character. Venom, this is where it's rough. If I have to rank my mains, I love Venom as a character. I have a Spider-Man sleeve in real life. But playing him in the MVC series isn't as fun as the rest of my main. I'm sorry, Venom. You can have top of D tier though. Along with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my go-to in any of the MVCs. But let's be real, it's very hit or miss. I play him because he's my favorite superhero. Mechanically, as a fighting game character, where would I rank him? This is where I really need to put my superhero favoritism to the side. Do I like web swinging? Do I like throwing them? Do I like fucking the spider crawl? I'll be real with myself. I'd say C tier. And Bone Claw Wolverine would probably be right on the side of him. I like the more rush down, but the lower health pool is it's something rough to deal with. We're creeping in the Dragon Ball FighterZ territory. So let's pick Teen Gohan. Teen Gohan is my favorite Dragon Ball character ever. So there's some bias here. Playing out of these three, Yamcha, Super Broly, and Teen Gohan, I gotta give Teen Gohan B. Right? He's definitely fun. I'll give Super Broly A tier, which is very odd because again, he's like I can't say Rushdown. Rushdown is not the right word. He is a grappler, but he's a fun ass grappler. And then you got his like install, and he just got buffed, and he's just he is the embodiment of I'm a gorilla. I'm doing big damage. Stop me. So, and he has some cool supers. I love his level 3. He's just fun. Yamcha is the rushdown / mix-up god of Dragon Ball fighters for me and my team. For how I play. I already know the comments are gonna be like, well, you don't know about the fusions. Come on, Buff. Just Yamcha also has that meme to him, you know. I love Yamcha. Yamcha's S tier. He has that same thing that Pichu and May have, where like he can be good. He can be really good if you use him correctly. He's still considered low tier, right? But then you get beat by him, and you just be upset, you know. But he also has a very fun kit: his Gale Claws, his Wolfang Fist, the Spirit Ball, the constant mix on his Rekka. I love it. I love it. I love it. He's staying. Get over it, nerds. Lilith from Darkstalkers. I'll give her a C tier. She is kind of fun. Still, again, same with John. They're down here because I'm still getting used to Darkstalkers. Nothing against her. More fun than Morgan. I will say that. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I got no more information on that one, guys. Ani from Skullgirls. She has so many fighting game references in her. It's awesome. And I love me a person with an install super. She's got Soul Bad Guys, freaking DP. She's got like Beyblades. She's got combos. If I was better at Skullgirls, I've seen some top level play. I had a lot of fun with her, actually. Same thing with Nagato. If I played the game more specifically, I wish I did. I wish I played those games more because they're in this game, if that makes sense. But it's still a hard sell for me. Now, Cyber Sub-Zero, there's just something... I wanted to limit the MK characters because I love the ninjas. I love them all. But the Cyber Sub-Zero himself... I even got rid of Scorpion and all of them. I smoked. And I was like, I want Cyber Sub. And when I figured out his X-ray can only be done in the air in MK9, I was like, oh shit. The mental mix of whenever I jump in the air now is just going to be insane if I have the bar. I'd see the enemy's block. He's still slow, but there was just something about him. I had a lot of fun with him. Dare I say B tier? Do I clean this out with a nice curve? I do. Yeah. I like this. So again, this is my mains in fighting games. You know, like I said, some are excluded. The obscure fighting games or the things I have less than like 10 hours in. I'd ask you what you would change, but this is my list of my characters. But let me know what you would put your main character list at. Maybe just send me a quick list in the comments. I'd love to know. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace.